So now let me invite here to this live stage 3 speakers from Hungary. Katalin Kauzli, Business Development Director at Partner Hub and Charlie India. Norbert Szenttamási, Head of Product Development and Cash Management, Budapest Bank. And Gergely Tyukodi, Managing Director at OTP eBIZ. Hello and welcome. Hello, Katalin, we cannot hear you. Can you turn off your microphone, please?
Yes.
Yes,
so it's better
perfect.
now.
Of
okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Katalin Kauzli and I'm a co-founder of Charlie India. At Charlie India, we build bespoke invoice management solutions for bank. Sorry, I just lost the connection for the internet clicker. Yes. So with Charlie India, we build bespoke invoice management solutions for banks to help their SME customers manage their financial administration much more effectively. Therefore, we integrate digital invoice management into the online bank. But to manage all your invoices digitally, you need a seamless data exchange. Therefore, we started building an e-invoicing ecosystem next to the payment ecosystem, which is also interoperable. And this will help SMEs and enterprises to pay and finance their invoices digitally and also manage their financial administration fully digitally. We built such solutions for 2 banks, 2 OTP banks, OTP eBIZ solution and Budapest Bank's Budapest Financial Assistance solution. The most important features are for these solutions is that you can issue invoices, you can receive, process and pay your invoices with just a couple of clicks. You can access to the transaction history of the bank, and therefore you can do an invoice data and transaction matching within the solution. We also enable accounting integration with a very easy integration layer, and you can use these solutions as a digital archive. Both banks are using our technology, but they are not integrated in any way. There is an invoice data exchange between the 2 banks in terms of invoice data. And the payment data exchange happens through the bank's payment system. I will show you how this works in practice in a short demo video. I am issuing an invoice from the Budapest Bank system. Sorry, can you start the video, please, because it's not working. So yes, I am issuing the invoice from Budapest Bank system. This is a fully tax compliant digital invoice according to Hungarian legislation, but we can prepare any kind of invoice for any kind of legislation. So I am issuing the invoice, and when I issue the invoice, the tax authority also gets the invoice data because it's compulsory in Hungary. Now I prepare the invoice and I am sending it to the other system, OTP bank system, via secure email. Now I am going to the recipient system and check the invoice. If I bought this service, I can view the invoice and just approve and process with a couple of clicks. I am approving the invoice and categorizing it. And now I am going to get invoices, and then I am adding it to the transfer package and just paying with a couple of clicks and finalizing a transfer and authorizing the payment transaction as I sign it. So I am now handing the word over to my banking partners OTP eBIZ and Budapest Financial Assistant to introduce their solutions and their vision about the ecosystem.
Again, if I remember, my colleagues were here, presented here a couple of years ago. At that time, it was Szenttamási, who I followed as the managing director. Okay, the OTP eBIZ is a subsidiary of OTP Bank, and this is how my Katalin showed I try to go on with the slides. So by Katalin showed us, so we together, we started to think about how to offer new types of services to SMEs. And we started to develop the concept 5 years ago, roughly, when OTP Bank started a digital transformation program. And in that, we realized that the SME segment was the least represented among the digital projects. And we thought that if we have less solutions for them, and they are the, how we call it, the less presented and less focused segment in the banking digitalization, because retail has higher margins and incorporates a couple of big deals can take over the take over the position of what we need to what we would like to spend on SME development. So we started to think about it, what we can do with SMEs, and then we had the concept that we wanted to build a cloud-based platform, and this is why you can see in the middle OTP eBIZ, that basically connects invoicing, banking, and accounting information on one single platform. So initially that was the concept, but then we realized that due to regulations and the positive environment in the invoicing, we had to incorporate an invoicing platform. So basically we just have an invoicing, a kind of banking transaction monitoring solution, and a financial dashboard that we can give to our clients, and all the other functions are connected through APIs. So on the left side, you can see that we have internet bank connections. With OTP Bank as a subsidiary, we have a special agreement, and actually we are one of the internet banks of OTP Bank, and with the other banking partners, we could use the PSD2 APIs that they have. So with that solution, we are able to monitor the transaction history. We can give the clients the account statement and also initiate money transfers, so actual payments from the platform. And later we can offer other banking products. With the invoicing partners, there you can see on the bottom, we try to partnering the online invoicing platforms. Right now, what we can enable is to register and handle all the invoices that they're issuing, so the clients can register the data very easily to the platform, and we can share the banking and the invoicing data to the accountants through APIs. So this is the vision what we wanted to build. So be in the center of invoicing and banking data and share it with clients, and of course we can integrate it with ERP systems in order to support them in their development. And a special Hungarian regulation is that the Hungarian tax authority needs to be the invoicing data needs to be sent to them. And a couple of things about the numbers. After 3 years, we have 25,000 users, or 30,000 users almost, and 24,000 SMEs. Roughly 30%, so 1/3 of them is really active. As you can see, we have more than 1,000 accountants who already signed in, and they can share and they can have access to all the data that they have. And monthly, we issue 34,000 invoices. Our clients are receiving and registering 14,000, and the payment initiation is roughly 12 million euro, which was last month. So actually, we are pretty good in growing, and we would like to use the network for growing. If the partners grow, then we can grow and we can offer better services to our clients. So let's see what Budapest Bank and Norbert can tell us after I introduce the solution what we developed. Thank you.
Thank you, Gergely. Do we have Norbert?
Yes, it's me. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, thank you, Rana. Let me greet everyone. I'm Norbert Szenttamási on behalf of Budapest Eszközfinanszírozó Ltd. It's Budapest Bank subsidiary. I'm responsible for BUPA product development. BUPA is an abbreviation.
I'm sorry, Norbert, just one question. Can you turn on your camera, please? Because we cannot see you. Can you do this?
Excuse me, because it's switched on. It's turned on.
Okay, so let's continue with the presentation.
Okay. I'm responsible for BUPA product development. BUPA is an abbreviation, and it means Budapest Financial Assistant in English. What's BUPA and why? I briefly summarize. In 2017, Budapest Bank decided to extend the product and the service portfolio with non-core solution in order to enhance its competitiveness and to provide wider range of services for its more than 60,000 micro and small businesses. This is the Beyond Banking strategy, and the first step was to identify a new service. According to purchase to pay concept, we help our customers basically in payment and cash management besides lending and financing activity. If we gradually move towards Beyond Banking service, the next activity is invoicing, which is walking hand in hand with payments, it's triggering the payment process, and this common point in every business. So payment and cash management then was mostly online, provided by banks. However, invoicing was mostly offline, provided by third parties. In order to bring them on to be fulfilled. First, invoices had to be digitalized. Since July of 2020, online data service to Hungarian tax authority, but every domestic B2B invoice is mandatory. And it resulted the online invoicing platform market has started to increase, and the invoicing caught up with cash management in terms of digitalization. Second, PSD2 established the opportunity to join third-party services to banking system. BUPA applied and got the very first full PSD2 certificate with banking background in Hungarian market, both ESP and PSP as well. So as it turned out, BUPA is a cross-service platform including invoice and payment, and I can describe it with five features. The clients can receive and store their incoming invoices, can initiate its payment based on PSP service, of course can issue new invoices as well, and tracking its payment automatically because BUPA notifies the customers if the invoice paid out based on ASP. And finally, assistance service, including dashboard and smart to-do list, give a financial overview to the client based on invoicing and payment data. And BUPA notifies the client if there is anything to do, if there are unpaid bills or unpaid invoices or invoice to be issued, and etc. That's why we call as a financial assistant, and this is our MVP product. According to our strategy, we would like to develop it further to make it available on every device, mobile and tablet. That's what we call multi-platform features. We would like to query from tax authorities' online system every invoice data of the customers and to display in BUPA, and not only which are stored and issued in BUPA. This is multi-invoice features. We would like to connect BUPA to other banks, not only to Budapest bank system in the future. This is the multi-bank features. And we would like to connect BUPA to other Beyond Banking platform as well, web shops and accounting system mainly. And later to Budapest Bank online core products. For example, online current account opening. This is multi-product features, and we would like to open it to other segments as well, mass consumers, large enterprises. And that's why it will be a multi-segment platform. So in our strategy, this is the way to ecosystem, and we would like to transform this solution into one-stop shop and marketplace. Bupa is free of charge for Budapest Bank customers. Bupa is available for non-Budapest Bank customers as well. They can use only the invoicing services. So Bupa is quasi-bank independent. Bupa generally contributes to Budapest Bank customer acquisition, customer retention, and transactional revenue in line with Beyond Banking strategy. But Bupa can be considered as a standalone revenue stream platform. Bupa in numbers. Bupa has been launched publicly in September 2020, so we are talking about brand new solution, but numbers are promising and in line with our best case scenario. At this moment, we have more than 3,000 customers. There are more than 10,000 issued invoices in total amount of 10 million euro, and there are more than 1,000 accepted invoices. More than 700 customers connected Bupa to Budapest Bank system, and they are using ASP services as well. And the next features which will be coming, PSP, Payment Initiation Service, is coming soon in December, at this moment in pilot phase. Thank you for your attention, and I pass the word to Kata.
Yes, do we have Katalin now for the end of the presentation? And thank you, Norbert, for your part. Yes, actually, I think Katalin wanted to end the presentation. Katalin, you're welcome.
Yes, I just can't see the slides, but if it's coming, I am starting. Just to summarize up, yeah, if you could just go to the next slide. And the next. Okay, so just briefly, to summarize what we are building is that you could see that the banks are forming the backbone of this ecosystem, but also large enterprises can join the ecosystem because they can send and receive invoices from SME customers. And we expect that accounting software providers and e-commerce service providers will also join the ecosystem to enjoy the benefits. With our technology, it is very easy to connect into the ecosystem. This is an open ecosystem, enabling interoperable and seamless data exchange. And what we learned in these 3 years since we started working together with our banking partners is that ecosystem building takes time, but the change is speeding up, especially it is driven by the change in tax regulations, and banks will be very attractive integration points in our point of view because of their large customer base. With open banking and instant payment, the banks will be able to provide value-added services for the large enterprises, so they will also want to join the ecosystem. Request to pay is such a value-added service where invoice data and payment data can be connected, and huge efficiency increases can be reached by using such services as request to pay. So this is clearly a win-win-win situation to be part of such an open ecosystem that comprises banks, SMEs, large corporates, and service providers.